Hello, my name is Lena, and I just want to thank you guys so much for helping me reach 2,000 subscribers. I mean, actually, by the time I'm recording this, I have almost 2,300 subscribers, and I don't want this video to come out well after I hit 3K, so I figured I'd strike while the iron's hot. Before we get too much into this, if you guys don't know from watching my 2 previous studio vlogs, I'm currently working on a webtoon for the Webtoon Legends 2025 contest. And the speed paint in the back is a little sneak peek of one of the panels from chapter 1. It's a drawing of Andy, and you might be like, well, clearly that isn't Andy. Andy has short hair, and the reason for that is because this scene is from a flash forward, so we see a little bit of what happens in the future, and Andy growing her hair out is one of those things. Now that that's been addressed, let's talk about my favorite subject, me! I'm 18 years old and a senior in high school. My birthday is December 8th, coincidentally the same birthday as Miss Nicki Minaj herself, and I have a lot of dreams and aspirations for what I want to do with the rest of my life. And I expand on these thoughts in this video, but my main hope, at least for the moment, is to go to art school for animation and then work in the indie scene. I would love to make my own indie pilot one day, following in the footsteps of creators like Pop and the Lackadaisy team, but unfortunately, funding an animation studio takes money, and I am flat broke. What? Huh? Who put that there? Where did that come from? Get out of here. Nobody wants to see that. Anyway, first let's talk about my realistic goals for 2025. I want to finish my comic for this competition, obviously, and I really want to do it well. Like many of you, I have multiple different stories floating around my head at all times, but the reason I chose Ghost Hunters for this competition was because I thought it would be the easiest, but that by no means means it's a simple series. It's just that all my other stories are set in complex fantasy settings, and I don't really have the time to flesh out new entire worlds right now. Also, since I started this story in middle school, I already have an extremely solid idea of the beginning, middle, and end, at least of the first season, so it didn't take too much brainpower writing the script. Besides comic content, I also want to get back into making animation memes and animatics. I'm thinking of even making some Ghost Hunter themed ones after I submit my episodes to expand more on their personalities. A lot of you guys have been commenting that you really like my art style, which is very kind of you, and I'm also planning in the future to maybe make tutorials or detail how I found my art style, while giving you guys some tips and tricks so you can do the same. If I get top 40 in the Webtoon competition and get offered a deal with Webtoon, obviously I'm going to accept, but being realistic here, there will be thousands of submissions, so the probability of them picking mine is slim to none. But making a comic or just getting one of my stories out to the general public has always been a dream of mine, so even if I don't win, I'll for sure continue working on Ghost Hunters, or whatever we decide to change the name to, just probably very inconsistently. Here are some fun facts about me. My favorite color is pink, I have 2 beautiful sisters and a cute baby brother, and I don't know how to drive. I should probably do something about that last one. Now let's talk about fandoms, because that's my favorite part. A quick scroll through my channel will quickly tell you that I'm both an Arcane fan and a Helliverse fan, but I feel like I'm in so many fandoms it's hard to keep track of. I love cartoons and anime and musicals and K-pop, pretty much everything with a big fandom culture. I unfortunately never really got into gaming, so name any popular game that you think everyone has played and I guarantee that I have not. Besides Undertale. I did play Undertale. It's actually a funny story how I found out about the game, but I'm planning on sharing that in a different video. So yeah, games like FNAF, Cuphead, mouthwashing, I don't know. Any popular game, not only have I not played it, I know literally nothing about them because I've never watched any playthroughs or anything like that, but I'd like to change that one day. Maybe start a series about a non-gamer gaming for the first time, that could be fun. I could stream it on the Discord server I'm planning to start and post the VODs on YouTube. My only worry is that people will get mad at me because of how bad I'd be. Honest to God, it took me like a month to finish Undertale. Now to be fair, I did do all the routes, besides Genocide because I didn't have the heart. But apparently, according to Google, completing everything in Undertale is only supposed to take like 20 hours, so yeah. Disregarding all that, I did have a Wii growing up, so I played a decent amount of Nintendo games, and my favorite game ever to this day is Super Paper Mario. Oh my goodness, if you haven't played this game, do it immediately. I'd also be so down to stream me playing through this game for like the 100th time though. Maybe gather some voice actor friends to narrate since there's a lot of text. My favorite cartoon is kind of hard to say. I don't think it's a Helliverse show or Arcane despite me mentioning them first. In all honesty, it's probably either Avatar: The Last Airbender or Steven Universe, and I know those are pretty basic answers, but what can I say? I like what I like. I grew up on anime and have consumed so much, but it's actually very easy for me to pick my favorite. It's Fairy Tail, by a lot. Both for nostalgia and just because I think it's really good and nails the found family trope, which is my favorite. As far as K-pop, the only group I stan is BTS, but I literally listen to everything, especially girl groups. I love LE SSERAFIM, aespa, Kiss of Life, etc. And with musicals, I saw Hamilton live for my 11th birthday, and that's pretty hard to beat, so I think that's gonna have to be my favorite for sure. All in all, if you're a part of any of these fandoms I'm about to flash on screen, I think we'd get along great. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to ask me in the comments below. If I get enough questions, I'll definitely do a Q&A, maybe for when we hit 3K. I know I hinted at this earlier, but I did recently start a Ko-fi. Woohoo! If you don't know what Ko-fi is, it's basically like Patreon, but don't worry, because like 90% of the content on there is gonna be free. I don't have any social media that I post on besides YouTube at the moment, so my Ko-fi is where you can go to see my works in progresses, my art, and you'll be able to vote on things like videos for this channel. It's also where the Discord will first be posted when I figure that out. All that will be free, but if you want to donate to me either as a one-time tip or a monthly $5 subscription, you'll get access to even more content like comic sneak peeks, speed paints, things like that, and you'll get a shout out at the end of my videos. So if you feel so inclined, please click the link in the description and check it out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for 2K, this is really big for me, and I really wanted to express my gratitude somehow. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, evening, or afternoon. Bye bye!